visiting. I don't know. I don't know how he got no test score. But
He even that.
he ain't got no test score. I said, you know,
This was actually this is my question said. It is take transcripts. 30 seconds.
oh, this the little scan thing.
What you going up to? They huddle, they transcript, and they testify. So my coach is gonna have to take this with them. Coming back.
Can't have that.
Should I let that ride a little bit? They're gonna let it
No,
ride
you
just a
can
little bit. I'm
talk.
just saying, can't let I let it come in.
God.
There you go. Here we go. It's Crush Recruiting 101, man. When we're jumping in, and sometimes the real hard things have to hit. Like they say, a hard makes us soft. And some of you kids ain't been listening. Get your stuff together. Make sure keep hitting with them topics, man. What we got
Man, let's
next,
keep
man?
going. A topic that I really want us to kind of get into real good. College athletes, with future high school kids getting ready to become college athletes. I need you guys to exercise patience at the next level.
Mm.
Just because you don't have an impact when you first get on campus, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna have a good career. Everybody develops at a different time. Position specific. You may have come in as juniors and seniors ahead of you. Continue to get better and develop. I thought about DeAndre Walker when I was kind of talking to somebody back and forth about this today.
That's my dog.
Yeah,
Literally dog.
and it's crazy because a kid who came in with a lot of expectations at Georgia, took him a while to hit the field, but now he's finally making an impact. These kids have to understand, listen, high school and college is two different things.
For sure.
It's two different things. Glaze, help me out, Glaze.
Now, people, you get 4 years to create your craft. I mean, that's
And
the
sometimes
thing.
you get 5.
I did. I took 5 years.
I
Backgammon.
took 9 to get it.
But when you have the opportunity, everybody doesn't come in. High school bodies and college bodies are two different
Two
bodies.
different things. Totally.
It's grown men.
Grown
out there,
men.
And you coming in out of high school, you might be 17.
Me and Maceo played with a couple of grown men in our time.
Boy.
Late 20s. But you got to give yourself a chance. Everybody they get so caught up into. It used to be back in the day, there was no doubt if you came in and you had talent in front of you, you were getting red shirt. It wasn't no doubt.
Right.
Now
right.
I hear people saying red shirt is getting cussed out. When did that happen?
Right. Like it's not a bad thing.
No. But there are so many people, there are so many stories. J.J. Watt came in as an unrecruited guy. He walked on to Wisconsin.
Right.
And became the number 2 pick or 3 pick because he let himself develop and learn the program and became a beast at his position. It doesn't happen overnight. For some of those, I ain't gonna lie, Raquan Smith, everybody know him now. His first few years, he was good.
Right. He wasn't what he is now.
But now he's a beast because
Right.
he allowed himself to learn
He
the
allowed
job.
himself to develop. And it's so many of these stories. It always kills me to hear kids, they get in, and they hadn't even been in, they fresh off camp. And, I'm not going to play.
Yeah.
I'm this on the depth chart. You just got there. Yeah. Sometimes it's people better than you ahead of you. That's what it is, but continue to work and continue to get better. Nothing is wrong with being red shirt. Nothing is wrong with working your way up the depth chart. And I think we have this instant gratification society.
I don't know where it came from.
What generation is this?
Yeah, it's the
I
giving.
talked about this last
Yeah,
week.
you did.
It's generational, I think.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because I was talking to a dad and I said I'm not gonna put people on blast, but he's sitting there like, man, we need to reevaluate what you need to reevaluate. What do you need to reevaluate? Dude, you're gonna be fine. Your son is developing, he's learning. Now, right now, just because he's not ready today, don't mean he won't be ready 2 years, 3 years from now again. That's okay.
If your body, a lot of people still say, well, in high school he did this. Well, you know what? When I was teaching middle school, we used to always hear in part ball, he used to do this. And then when they got to high school, in middle school, they used to do this. It's levels to this, man.
It's levels. It's levels.
And I'm sure Wendy have seen with her kid, like I'm listening to the kid from Fresno, right?
Yes, Jeffrey Allison.
I'm looking at how he's grown.
Right.
He probably went there like, yo, they hit out there at Fresno State too.
Right.
Listen, you have to develop, like, again, this doesn't happen overnight.
No.
It's certain kids who are just freaks of nature.
There's some freaks.
You know, I say bringing DeAndre back into this. He had to finally get it.
Yeah, well, he got it, boy.
Woo!
Well, he got it.
He's ready for it.
He's ready.
Let's do it.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
You know, they moved him back to his original position.
No.
They moved him back to DE. They were trying to make him an outside.
Mm-hmm.
They moved him back to DE, and now you're getting results.
Well,
And plus, he
But
grown.
that's a position. He's not probably as big as most DEs are, but he's so quick,
yeah.
and you can't stop
And
him.
you probably strong as hell now too.
He's very strong.
But the
He's so
thing
quick.
about it, he can't, dog. Lorenzo Carter a freak.
6'7".
Like, you wasn't gonna beat Lorenzo Carter out no way, no how. You know, without, again, that's okay.
Nate Trader came in 6'5". He a freak.
Wait, he
But man, like we say, cats make it
when he
all the
on
time.
when he on number 3?
Huh?
When he on number 3?
Yeah, that's what we.
Ah, stop it.
Well, I mean, you know, he
You
went
gonna
to
make me
Maine,
cry.
so I'm
You gonna
all
make-
about,
you
you know,
gonna
my
make me cry.
people's.
Marlon says the LeVar Ball effect.
I mean, that's this kid out of high school and his son out of college. Lonzo was just Lonzo.
Right.
He can say all he wants to. I did. No, Lonzo
And
was
his
ball.
daddy,
Like, you hit
throwing the other one.
you hit the lottery.
You hit
with
the
Lonzo.
what they call the biological lottery.
Be good.
You hit the lottery.
Be good.
They hit.
You can't train them the same way. You can train them, but they ain't gonna play the
Trying to
same.
get something to drink.
Because LaMelo ain't gonna be able to ball like Lonzo. He gonna be about. Maybe he better hope he gets 6 foot.
Right. And like, what's his name? LeAngelo, well, whoever just got kicked out of UCLA,
He got kicked out
his dad took him out.
because he was about to get kicked out.
Dad took him out. Say punishment. It's too
He
much.
trying to pull that Keyshawn. Who was that did that?
Keyshawn
That doing that
Johnson.
Nebraska.
Johnson. Boy, bye.
Y'all can't keep making y'all kid
Sit
out
down.
school. They gotta learn on their own. Like, what? They gonna fail. They gonna fail.
Coming back.
You can't take the test for them.
Batting 300.
Hey man, how our boy doing, man? Is he okay?
Who that?
D. Bobby Holler from D. Ohio State.
Yeah. B.O. doing good, man.
Yeah, that's good.
He doing.
Shout out
just
to you,
fine.
B.O., man.
He doing just fine.
I know it's a lot of things going on this week, man.
Yeah, he's doing just fine.
All right, Rachel, man. We were talking about it. Let's just put it in. We were going. I know we want to go to the next step, but put a choppy on that, man.
Well, we just gonna put a bow on this one. And again, we just need parents and athletes to understand it's quite all right if you're not a freshman All-American.
And parents,
It's okay.
yeah. I mean, if you look at players like Saquon Barkley, he's going into his junior senior year.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't pop his first few years.
Nah, I mean he transferred from USC.
So I'm just listening to quit trying to make your kid faster. One thing that parents don't understand is if you push them too fast, they get in too early. By the time they do get out of school, their value drops because they are warm bodies.
Right.
And I'm take for instance Nick Chubb. As good as Nick Chubb is, he won't go as high as the other running back,
Sony Michel.
No. Because Nick ran so much his first few years.
Right.
He's a warm product.
Right.
Sony's still fresh.
Knee surgery, and you when you start factoring in, Sony has better value
Exactly.
in NFL because he actually can do more.
He can do more.
But again, like I say, we have so many of these kids that they were stars in high school.
Right.
That doesn't equal to you being a star in college.
Not at all.
You know how many kids dominated high school football and never played a down in college?
Right.
It's plenty of those stories. Or kids who never played in high school and are great in college.
Right.
the maturation process,
Work ethic.
work ethic. That's one of the biggest parts
Every
of it.
time.
Sometimes hard work beat talent when the talent don't work hard.
The talent don't work hard.
I like to use the little kid Renfro at Clemson.
Yeah.
No way he should be in the rotation the way he is at Clemson. Looking at the other wide receivers that are on scholarship.
Clemson be having 6'4", 6'5"
Right.
receivers, 4'4".
Kids who run 4.2, 4.3.
This kid 5'11", 160.
You being generous with the 5'11". You being generous. But he's the playmaker.
But he's the one they go to when they need to play.
They always go to this kid, but they go to him because he probably outworks everybody.
Say hard work beat talent.
You know, you got the kids who you know, I was the 100-meter champion. I was a 200-meter champion. I'm just naturally gifted. So I'm not really running routes as precise as I should. But this kid here, he understands that I'm not running by nobody. So my gift is to stem routes, run routes better than anybody, outwork all of these guys, and that's why he's in the. I don't even think he come off the field.
I bet it's hard to even when he runs a route. Is he running a go or is he running a curl? I bet you can't even
They
tell.
all look the same,
And
and like when it's the work ethic, and that's what a lot of these, you know, stars, they forget to bring that with them when they go to school. We got a bet. Me and I hate some of the conversations we be having with me and a guy. We have a bet on a kid who got all this hype. I'm saying, bruh, he not gonna cut it in college. I say, watch. This kid will be one of those kids who he's gonna go up. It's not gonna work out. He gonna be quick to be like, man, I'm coming home. I'm willing to bet you.
You know,
Because he has that attitude about him now.
Yeah. Kid I coached way back in the day, he was about 6'4". He ended up being 6'4", 275 when he graduated. Everybody was like, you know when he go to college, he gonna probably quit. They like, no, he's 6'4", 2. No, he gonna quit when he go to college.
You know how many 6'4", 275 kids?
If I say why, because I say the coach he going to gonna get in his tail day one, and he ain't gonna like it.
Right.
I hate to say a month later he was at home. Now he's at another school now because I guess he's finally found his fit, or a coach that ain't hard on him.
Go on over there and do that, but you all right.
You right, you hurt this time.
You okay, right.
But everybody, and see, we say this all the time, parents, you can't live this kid's life right in college.
Sure.
You gotta let him get cussed out. You gotta let him get hurt. You gotta let him go to class, or not wake him up. Let him wake
You cuss him
up.
out. You cuss him out now.
Yeah.
Or stop getting mad when the coach jump him, and then you go baby him.
Then you run down to the field. You can't talk to my baby like that. Well, somebody gonna talk to him. Like
Why
that.
don't your baby go up there and sit with you?
Cause
How about they do that?
Because they will be in a few years. They will be
Believe
sitting
it.
with
Y'all
you.
be going to the game together.
That ain't a good feeling. What happened to you, dog? Oh, they tripping at college.
Hey, man, remember from school? No,
Nah,
not really.
We'll be right back.
Too far. You just went too far, Glaze. I'm sorry. Just
Hey.
went too far.
Can we get boy on here? Your boy on here, Wendy? Can we get your boy on here?
Oh.
Virginia Tech.
Landers? Yeah, he's there. Yeah, he's
Not now. I mean, I know they got a tournament because I know they basketball.
I don't think on Wednesday nights. They practice in the morning.
Because I want to talk to them about Virginia Tech. Landers. And because I was at Langston. I told you I was in Langston Sunday, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had
You
that
told me
big
you were going to come.
had that big ass beautiful sign when you walk out the door. State champs. I was like,
That you
oh,
gonna be
there it is. They got the little banners up. You got this banner, this banner. This big ass banner. I'm huge.
Don't you say that?
Then y'all put the big team picture up yet?
That's the one I'm talking about.
It's
Oh, okay.
huge.
I ain't seen that.
It's
one.
huge.
I ain't seen
Wait,
that.
so you walk out the door, you like,
Kenny ordered the most
Where the hell was you at?
Banner. On Sunday?
on that banner?
I don't know. I didn't get that.
I mean, make sure it's.
Kenny make sure I'm at all of his stuff. Basketball, they be at.
Make sure it's you can't miss it. I walked down, I was like, yeah, I told my daughter, I said, all of them was in the studio. She like, all, except for coaches and all the players. Atlanta's just happened to be sitting by coach.
Daddy said he's bringing the water.
He bringing a lot of water.
Marlon.
Smart one.
Nothing wrong with red shirt. Like I say, people act like it's a curse. Like,
That
man,
become
I'm red
bad.
shirting.
When did red shirt become bad?
Man.
30 seconds.
Thinking about it now, I wish I would have redshirted.
No, you'd have been in trouble. No,
I
you
could
did
have
your 4 years.
had another year to
No.
to enjoy college. I could have been on campus another year.
You didn't know.
15 seconds.
You did right. You did right.
Hey man, I could have did another year on campus. Like Mayor Johnson say, man, you get your masters.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can get your masters.
Hey, that's somebody we got to check on. Make sure our state representative, Demetrius Douglas. We got to check on him, see how he's doing.
Yeah, that's the mayor song.
That's the new mayor song.
Congratulations to Mayor-elect Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Riding around that,
Yeah,
on that.
that's going to be the song.
It is. You know that's gonna be.
That's gonna be crazy.
That's going to be the song.
Y'all so hood.
Ryan and Wanda had already remixed it this morning.
Yeah.
Had a new rap to it.
Y'all
I'm trying to tell you.
Y'all so hood. Y'all so hood.
Greg Street remixing. He remixing Mary Mary. Why are you bugging?
Wow. See?
Shout out to our girl Erica Mitchell.
They play too much.
Erica got the dub.
She's school board, APS school board, District 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
She
good.
got it.
Congratulations. Also, I think what's that name? Kiana Wood,
Mm-hmm.
Brenda Wood's daughter.
Yes.
She's also in Atlanta Public School board
Mm-hmm.
at large. Congratulations there to all the winners.
Yeah.
Atlanta will have 2 females at the top of the biggest post in Atlanta. Think about that for a minute. All right, man. So we got recruiting 101, man.
So our next topic, and just a reminder for parents and athletes. If you think you possess FBS talent, hit the books, go get you some academic money, and walk on.
You want them?
And when you take this route, players and parents, now you only got yourself to blame if it don't work out for you. Help me out, Wendy.
You know what? For sure on that, but the thing about it is with this whole like FBS, FBC,
FCS,
D2, D3, NAIA. Just know where you fit into the whole scheme of things. You know, there's a lot going on with all that. Like, I guess because I'm seeing coaches so much right now. Like I'm seeing 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 coaches a day right now. And just trying to think about all the things that they're coming in, they're saying, and they're talking about with these kids. Like, you gotta have these grades in order. You have to have
Job
these grades
one.
in order. And then they're even looking back and looking at your 9th and 10th grade year, which, you know, in many students' cases, you know, 9th grade is a transition year. And so they're trying to get used to being in high school, and their grades may not really be up to par. And a lot of schools just don't have the support that they need for their athletes. They have counselors, but the counselors are, again, ultimately responsible, you know, in some schools for 4 or 5, maybe 550, 600 kids.
Right.
And it's hard for them to stop to just focus on an athlete. And so it's becoming more and more important that parents are really involved in off the field stuff and making sure that these kids have everything lined up. So when these coaches walk through the door, they are ready. You know, we all, like you say, we can always pay for shoes. We can pay for these outfits. Kids dead fresh at school.
We can be dope boy fresh.
Dope boy.
But they're not taking an SAT or ACT prep class. You know, there's some private tutors you can use. You can use Kaplan. They've got Princeton Review courses. Yeah, it's boring to go take those courses. It is. Because you sit there for like probably 4 hours and all you're doing is studying, you know, some topic for that particular day. But you know what? If that's going to get you to the next level, now you can buy them shoes or focus on those shoes, then okay, sacrifice somewhere.
Right.
Hey, that's a good Christmas present. You need to be putting those in them stockings.
Some
Tutor
SAT preps.
tickets.
And again, Glaze, you know, if you believe in your talent that much, then, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Absolutely. I mean,
There's no brainer.
certain kids.
Knock yourself out.
If you just want to go to a school, nobody can tell you nothing.
Right.
Pay for it. Go for it.
Well, and then the other part is now you're entering as a regular student.
Right.
And so the requirements, you still got to meet NCAA.
Right.
Little do you know.
Right.
But two, you're entering as a regular student because your parents are about to have to pay this bill. So you've got to enter and apply as a regular student.
Right.
So if the requirements are higher than that of what they are doing for some on the football team, because you know everybody at the football team
Right.
ain't up here academically.
Right.
Okay. So you're coming in as so now your chances of getting in may be a little more difficult because you're in with the regular population now, which means they're coming. You got people coming in with a 1,500 on the SAT.
And I also understand. This as a walk-on. The road is even harder.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
for you.
You got to be there early, stay late, do extra. You the water boy. You all that.
The bottom. At the bottom.
Just a little advice for the people.
We'll be right back. Syracuse got them a little squad now. Okay, Syracuse. All right. Hey, you know what Prime coming back tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I could say.
I can text. I don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Seconds. Coming back.
Hey man, we're back. Recruiter 101 right here on the Crush Sports Talk. Streaming live on the Sensation Station Network. And also on WBLZSports.com. We are getting you into these topics right now. Shout out to my homeboy Garrison Hurst. Remember when he was trying to get into Georgia, he needed that 700 back in the day, boy.
Woo! Well, he's going to be a prop, baby.
There was some sweating going on around Lincoln County, but was he going to make it? Well, he got 800, but we all ran up out of that. We ain't take that thing no more, baby.
I remember the story of Darren Hancock, one of the greatest basketball players to ever come through the state. He was on the cover of the AJC. He couldn't get that test score.
Couldn't get the score, man.
He had signed with Kansas coming out of high school. Could not get that test score. Had to go to JUCO.
Got to go to JUCO.
Had to go to JUCO.
I know a lot of kids that went to the one in is it Oklahoma, Nebraska? There was a school out there. A lot of Kansas. Thank you.
They all go
a lot of
Hines.
kids went to Kansas, boy. Where you going? Hines.
Boy, Hassan.
Hey man.
Hassan signed with Michigan out of high school.
Yeah.
Couldn't get that test score. Had to go to Hines Community.
Hines CC.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the funny thing is, okay,
Yo sneeze.
I'm sorry.
That's the funny thing.
Hush. So the funny thing thing is
She was dancing
that
on
a lot of the schools, if you can't make a score, they have a very specific school that they want you to go to.
Yeah, so they can duck you off.
Because the thing is, they know that that school is going to groom you exactly how they want you. You're going to know the place when you transfer in. They're going to make sure that you had a meal plan. They're going to make sure everything is ordered for you.
You're going to develop.
They know this, right? They make sure the weight room is what your workout plan, your meal plan, all that stuff. So if you, for some reason, you are having an issue, be honest with their coach and tell them that. Because, again, a lot of them, if they want you bad enough, they have specific schools. And the next thing they'll do is, and I've seen it happen, the coach is there the next day, the JUCO shows up.
Without a doubt.
In the school.
Oh, it's a marriage.
Like, it is serious. And them papers are there. They
like,
come with the papers.
So I know you'd be like, what the heck is that junior college? Don't worry about it.
And they'll tell no. They'll tell you. They'll be like, so I talked to so-and-so, and they told me to come on over because I want to go ahead and talk to this kid and let them know
Kinda
that
like a minor
if
league
things
thing.
do not work out, you can come here.
And it's funny that you say that because a lot of those kids from that JUCO, they go to this school.
Yep.
You already know.
You already know what school, because I'm telling you, like, they'll send like their defensive players one place, they may send their offensive players somewhere else,
Right.
and it's because they know that program has done well for them. Historically, they're doing right by those kids and having them prepared when they get there, so they're ready to hit the field for their third year playing.
Interesting.
It's
It's a business.
There's
now.
levels to this, y'all. I
It's
keep
levels.
telling y'all.
It's a business.
But the thing, and just harping back like to from a parent athlete perspective, parents challenge your child. You know, because really at the end of the day, when our children aren't producing, it's because we hadn't set the expectation.
Yeah.
We hadn't set the level. Like, so if you cool with your child coming in the house getting C's, because the more C's you get, the more it's gonna hurt your core GPA.
Right.
You just doing enough to get by, and your enough to get by is going to make the road for you to achieve one of these scholarships to get recruited. It's gonna make it harder. You put yourself at a disservice.
Right.
Majorly.
Right.
So why like Wendy said earlier, while we getting fresh, while we make sure we got all the J's and we trued up. Understand that it's somebody in another town, it's somebody who listen.
Yeah.
When our coach walk into that other school, that kid already got everything he need and that spot is gone.
Let me go back to something we talk about walk-ons, and this is where all these 5- and 4-star players. If a kid is willing to pay his own money to play at a school, you better be ready to make sure that he don't come take your spot.
Right.
I'm sure there's a lot of receivers at Clemson that were like, this little white boy ain't gonna beat me. This little white boy ain't gonna play harder than me.
Yeah.
This white boy the number one receiver on Clemson now. He was a walk-on.
Yeah. Yeah. They say they got high productivity out of this kid, and they got a lot of sweat equity before they ever gave him
They
a
worked the
dime.
crap out of him.
Before they ever gave him a dime.
You better believe that.
He probably gave some of the best scout team looks ever.
Making people, probably got some people demoted because they couldn't cover.
Scout team All-American.
They were like, if he making our boy look like that, we got to put him out there on the field.
It's crazy out here in these streets, baby. It's
We be
crazy.
right back. All right, man, you gonna have to handle this. I gotta go down to the.
Yeah, make the trip. Yeah, we got one more segment for the rundown, right?
So I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What you say?
I gotta go down.
I said we got one more segment for the rundown, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and make the trek now. I'll be back.
Oh yeah.
Look, I
You
stopped
gotta
drinking.
go in the forest.
I stopped drinking.
before you go
I
at
stopped
like
drinking
3
for
o'clock.
yeah. When I get
That's
here,
a long way.
right? When I get here, I go to use the bathroom, and then like I say, I stop
You
drinking about
already
3-4 o'clock.
You watching TV?
I watch your funny videos on YouTube.
Hey man, look, YouTube is like the greatest time killer of all
Ever.
time.
That between that and Pinterest, but them.
I can get on pictures of my new things.
That's what
She
you looking for on Pinterest.
thinks she a doctor.
Hairstyles and things.
Oh yeah.
Life
Decoration, slime,
hacks. Life hacks. Especially life,
life
hacks.
hacks. She come tell me, Mama, you know you can blah blah blah. I'm like, Jada,
Life hacks.
did you find that on Pinterest? Jada, Mommy, it works.
It does. Next time you videos and
Man, ain't
everything.
nothing wrong with her. Nothing wrong with her, Emmanuel. Nothing wrong with her, man.
What?
You talking about take care of you, man? She don't need no tea.
Who me? I
30
know. Thank you. Thank you. They treat me bad. They just throw me over in the corner like they don't care about me.
20 seconds.
No, she chooses to be in the corner. Right.
I know.
She knows what she's supposed to be right
She
here.
used to hide all the time. Okay, coming back.
We ain't getting her nothing. Yes. Recruit 101 with the Crush. We're back. So Wendy, me and you gonna talk about this topic real quick.
Oh.
And you know, I formulate a lot of this stuff talking to people during the week. I just started jotting down ideas.
It's funny how some of your ideas are like topics that at the same time as I've talked about.
Well, you know,
People during the
we
week.
kind of on the same wavelength, and I'm scared of you. So, traits that separate prospects, and that top one we talk about it all the time: your GPA, your SAT and ACT scores.
That's the first thing right there.
That's the major thing.
Because the first thing, again, I'll say this a million times. Come in, hey coach, who you interested in today? Blank, blank, blank. And we're like, okay. Do you have some transcript and test score information on them? It's the first question that they ask
The very
me
first
for.
question.
And you know what? It makes a coach's, because again, not everybody has me, but it makes a coach's or even a counselor's job a lot easier to be able to hand over something quality, to be sitting up there fumbling like through papers acting like you don't have it.
Right, right.
Because I've had to do that too. Oh, I'll get that to you.
Yeah, you had
Because
some.
I already know.
You had some. It's amazing because with your GPA and your test score in place, it tells a college recruiter and tells that coach, tells that staff, this kid ready to go. He gets it. He gets that part of it.
He is that part.
He gets that part of it.
And,
So
they're there asking for you because they know you got the other part. That's
Right,
what you got.
right.
They're not coming asking for a test if they don't think you're ready in the athletic area anyway, whatever
Ooh.
the sport.
listen to this. Coach Andrews was at the recruiting fair he was at yesterday. Average requirement was a 3.0
Mm-hmm.
GPA, 1,000 on the SAT, 21 on the ACT.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that for a second.
So everybody could go to that fair but FBS.
Right.
So you're looking at FCS and
Yeah.
classifications down from there.
So a lot of kids and parents understand this. You eliminate yourself just from the classroom part, the most important part. Just
just make it easy for yourself. Like, this is the thing. I think is in high school, if you just go in there and sit down and be quiet and make a good attempt, honestly, make a good attempt.
right, without a doubt.
You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay. Now, I'm not going to say you might be
Yeah, you're not gonna
scared.
be no Rhodes Scholar.
Right.
But yeah.
You'll be okay.
Right.
And if you put forth a lot of effort in the classroom, sit up front, ask some questions, raise your hand, do those little things. When you can stay after for tutorial for that, for that class.
Right.
Those kind of things go a long way with helping your grade, because when you're really borderline or when you're really struggling, that teacher is thinking, hey, he came, he tried, he asked questions. And so then at that point, they may say, hey, you didn't do well on this test, but I want you to come by tomorrow and I'm going to give you a retake. Because I just want to see is, do you really know the information?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And stuff like that goes a long ways with people.
Yeah. And as Coach Andrews also said, some schools are test optional when your GPA sky high.
Very, very true. Somebody came in, I don't even remember who it was. Birmingham Southern is like that.
Mhm.
They're test optional. They came in yesterday. They're
Get your
test
schoolwork.
optional. He was like, if that GPA is high enough, and they are D3, I don't even have to worry about a test. Wow, really?
Let's just get the money. Let's just get the money. So,
Because they merit based, so they just want your GPA to be up. You need to be in the top 50% of your class.
and we go from there. So that's the number one trait that I think separates
Of course.
prospects. Number two, your play.
That goes without saying.
Right. I can't recruit you if I don't see anything on film.
That's why them top 3 plays 3 to 5, you better be in that first 2 minutes.
Right.
If you put it past that first 2 minutes, we're not gonna see it.
Right. So that is a very crucial point. Number 3, physical traits.
You know how many pictures I taken? Miss Golson, can you take a picture of him standing next to me? Oh, matter of fact, let us back up towards the door because people know how tall doors are.
Right.
So they
Right.
back up to the door and they want a picture in the door frame because that really gives them a reference of the size of that particular kid. I had one kid tell me, let me change my shoes right quick because I look a little bit taller than these.
I mean, listen, it's everything.
I
And-
almost passed out. I was like, baby, take your shoes. Go on, change your shoes. We'll go downstairs after that.
And I was telling y'all last week, my little cousin Taj, that's over at Our Lady of Mercy.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things, everybody wants to make sure he's 6'2".
For sure.
They want to make sure they see the signs. He sees the eyes. Some people say he wants to say 6'2". So they want to go in and they want to make sure and like you just say, everybody takes a picture. So when they send it back to the head coach or to the recruiting coordinator, they can see, hey, you
When
know
they
what?
decide whether they want to stand on that table for you, they want to be legit
Like
in what they saying.
He really taller than me.
Right.
Get ready to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to go into the rundown. We're going to add this in the rundown, too, because we got 2 more things we're going to talk about, the traits that separate prospects. It's Crush. We'll be right back.
And I've been taking so many pictures this week. I think I'm a photographer.
Walt, we got to have it, baby. Baby, we just trying to we do it for the culture, baby.
Oh, shoot.
What you do?
I forgot about the headphones. I had it right here.
Hey, baby, we here for you, baby. We here for you, baby. We here. We
Oh, my
here.
God. Oh, you can save me now. Oh, well.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school? Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions? No. Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school? Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul. No. Finding an overflow. Restaurant. Review. No, I need help. He's very smart, but he's kind and wanders, disorganized. I think I understand.
There go Coach Cannon with the jokes, everybody.
I love Coach Cannon.
Go Coach Cannon with the jokes, everybody. Coach Cannon say he must be one of the most
Tell him you work here.
uninformed
30
coaches in America.
The band trying to make him pay in the parking lot. Because you know every time they rent the parking lot out.
Ooh,
Downstairs. What's
really?
that she not about to do?
Who charging for parking?
I guess they be trying to say they rent out this parking lot, but I'm like, you can't tell folk they can't come over here to work. They had
Right,
the things.
yeah.
I had to move cones when I left last week.
Yeah, he is Sensation. He working
Tommy
for
worked at Sensations,
Station Network.
and let
Yeah.
you in this building.
Oh,
15 seconds.
Oh, Lord. Somebody might boot the car. If they, he said if he boot their car, he going out there whooping their ass.
that's some bull.
Macy will never be out there with you whip ass. I'm sure.
We get prime, bro.
Coming
That's
back.
crazy.
Hey man, we're going into this rundown, recruiting rundown, where we go through some stories. Make sure, I know you want to finish with the last topic, but go ahead and get it to us, brother.
Okay, so we were talking about traits that separate prospects. Number 1, your GPA and your test score. Number 2, your play. 3, the physical traits. Number 4, your off the field achievements. How decorated are you? You know, that plays a point. People want to know, was he all state? Was he all conference? Was he this or that? That gets everybody's attention. It's shiny.
Yeah.
We always talking about shiny stuff. It's very shiny. And the 5th one I got, and the most important, Work ethic.
Mm.
Work ethic. How hard are you willing to work?
And that goes a couple of ways too. I mean, work ethic can mean when the season's over, what are you doing? Do you play another sport? You sit at home and chill? What you doing? I know we got year-round sports, whatever that means.
The more you can do,
But
the
if
more
you
you
do
can
multiple sports, you're doing more. You're not sitting around. You can maintain and balance 2 or 3 sports and good grades. That's good stuff, man. That's what kids. That's what people want. They want
Right.
multi-talented people, man. So,
We got that question earlier in the week. A parent wanted to know, do schools still value kids that play multiple sports? Yes, they do.
very much so.
Yes, they do. The body, it's good for you to, like, say, if you football season over, if you're not playing basketball, you need to be running track.
Yeah.
You need to be playing baseball. You need a second sport just to give your body work different sets of muscles, keep you active. And again, that's attractive on guys who I just play football. Oh, I just played it. Okay, well,
That's another question the coaches ask. Hey, so what other sport do you play? Because I can come back and check you out at that sport.
Right.
That's what they don't realize. I've seen coaches come back and show up at a football game. I've seen coaches come back and show up at a track meet because they want to see these other things that you're doing. And again, they're open to travel again then.
Right.
So make sure that you're truthful about participating in another sport because
Right.
they may say something about coming back, but 2, it is good to do that because, like you said, it gives you something else to do. It keeps you in shape. It's just a whole bunch of things that go there. And again, you might be working on a different skill set that may in turn help you in that other sport.
Right.
And I mean,
Right.
I just put it this way: the greatest basketball player playing currently was told to stop playing football because they knew he was going to be a great basketball player.
Right. Right.
LeBron James played both sports. He was all-state in football.
All state and wide receiver.
But they said, Brian, you about to play basketball, so put it.
Yeah, but again, he without a doubt, they already knew he was going to be the
Right.
top player drafted in the NBA.
And unless you that,
Right. and most aren't.
most of y'all aren't. I'm
Most
sorry.
aren't. It's funny you hear the story that Randy Moss. People say Randy Moss was a better basketball player
Yeah.
than he was a football player, and they say quietly he might have been a better baseball player than both sports.
Allen Iverson was a great quarterback.
Was a great quarterback. Right.
So they want to see work ethic. Work ethic mean everything. How you balance multiple things, your schoolwork, what are you doing? Just because I'm honestly, if you quitting that December and not playing again till the spring practice,
Right. Yeah.
that's 4. What are you doing during those 4 months?
Yeah, you probably definitely not gonna be. I've never understood why football guys, if you're not playing another sport, I mean, it should be automatic that you run track.
Easily.
Should just be. You should want to run track just because you want to, 1, stay in shape, but 2, you want to get faster. You want to get better control of your body, and I think again that's one of the things that I like that Coach Smith does at Cedar Grove. All his kids run track.
Shouldn't even be optional.
He got linebackers, a lot of linebackers, running back, fullback type guys. They wrestle.
And wrestling is one of the it ain't just don't look what you look on TV. It's technique, it's
Right.
hands, it's
That thing is
movement.
serious.
It's dead with a T. Serious. You ain't just about to walk out there and grab somebody and slam them down. No, my brother. You gonna get slammed by a guy. You like no, it's technique and that stuff, and that's what helps you on the field because you ever tried to get away from a wrestler?
Bruh.
It's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. And they drop low. You try to grab them, they always move. But it is so
Hand
crazy
strong.
because those skills, and that's the funny part about when you play a second sport. That second sport actually helps your other sport.
I can tell you right now because we had a girl up in here, the swimmer, the mermaid, Tim Duncan. He is as great as he is because he's a
great
swimmer.
Was a great swimmer.
His
Without
body
doubt.
and his strength. Everybody like Tim Duncan don't look strong, man. He swam.
Right.
He's
Right.
strong.
Right.
There's a whole different level to that, man. But if you play football, and I'm stick with football because basketball you can play year round, and you done in December. Let's say you don't make the playoff.
Right.
That's 6 months before spring.
Right.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? And if you're not doing
You
anything,
better show me a W-2.
best believe. But the thing is, the guys that you're competing against,
Oh
the
man.
guys, they're getting better.
Yeah.
Because anytime somebody, I mean, they're naturally outworking you because you at the crib, 3:15, you at home.
And nothing against nobody who has personal trainers, but all that. But training one-on-one with somebody is different when you get out there on that field.
Versus compete.
When you got to compete for something.
Listen, you always want to kind of just be in competition mode.
Got to.
Always want to be competing. You learn so many lessons, and you push yourself more when you compete.
Because everybody say, well, he trained all summer. What's wrong? Because he was one-on-one.
Right.
Until you have to go out there and compete for a job or going against somebody, it's a different life, man.
Right.
It's a different life, though. That's a good one, though.
Yeah,
that's a strong one.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. So those are the 5 traits. We're gonna kind of get into some of these recruiting rundown stories. One of the stories I wanted to really harp on, an excellent story. MEAC, 2-time MEAC Defensive Player of the Year, linebacker Darius Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
In 2013, he was one of the top players in South Carolina.
Yep.
Thought he was going to Clemson. Clemson shunned him.
Mm.
He took that chip on his shoulder, and he's crafted a very good career at South Carolina State.
A beast at State.
He's on every NFL chart.
Yep.
Every NFL chart. Right now, they're saying he's probably going to second, third round draft pick, but he's invited to every postseason
Wow.
game.
He a beast, man.
He will be invited to the combine. But what's crazy, again, yeah, okay, I didn't go to Clemson. He didn't carry that with him in a negative way.
He cried.
South Carolina State was there to offer him a scholarship. He's making the most of his opportunity.
Yep.
And we don't get enough of these stories. We don't get to hear enough of these stories.
Yep.
This could be you.
Yep.
This could be any of you. All you need is one opportunity. That's all you need.
One opportunity and for you to make the best of it.
Crazy.
Hey, shout out to my old Lincoln County photographer for pulling up all these old pictures of me. I'm gonna have to explain some of these later on.
Uh-oh.
We'll be right
You know, in
back.
Hollywood.
Cam,
Killer Cam!
I want my jacket.
You're not getting your jacket back.
Why not?
Killer!
Coming
Whoa,
back.
Why does
whoa.
he have my jacket on?
Coming back.
Big Hector, what's up? Shanae, whatever, Shanae, I'm blind.
Hey, Shanae.
Why you picking on me?
Hey, Nay.
Oh, dang. I forgot to put my order in.
Right, you better tell them.
We're going into the second half of the show, the second hour.
Yes.
Coming on the Station Network and also on WBLZSports.com is the Crush Sports Talk. Second hour brought to you by the Cobb Football League. Cobb Football League stands as a feeder program for kids in K through 5th grade in Cobb County, Paulding County, Marietta City Schools, and Roswell City Schools. Go to cobbfootball.com for more information. So make sure we're getting this Recruiting 101. It's a Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
We're going into the rest of the rundown before we go into some wisdom. So,
Right.
Maceo,
Right.
give us the last few minutes.
Our next story, a story that should be near and dear to our heart. The Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, they announced that it has been reaffirmed Spring Hill College. They're going to keep their accreditation.
Awesome.
They're off probation.
Awesome.
So now they don't have to worry about, hey, we might lose our school. As y'all know, me and Glaze, our alma mater is
Working on
yes,
some things. Working on
yes,
some
right. We're working on some things. We're coming back.
For a long time.
Why-
Really, really.
Six school, talking about
That's how you gonna do it? Okay. We ain't gonna talk about all schools you went to. Okay, we gonna keep it going. Another great story. The Grambling Tiger basketball team came to Atlanta, got a win over Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Rambling
I'm not
beats
going to say
Tech.
anything.
Why you not gonna say anything? You part of the show, but. Oh, excuse me. No, yes, don't say anything.
That's what I say. Sometimes, if your mother say if you don't have nothing nice to say.
Yeah.
sometimes you
Another great story coming out of, like I say, I like to keep these stories about the HBCUs. Bethune-Cookman basketball team, this is going to trip y'all out. Stat of the week. This is the first November in school history going into December that they actually had a winning record.
big time.
Ooh.
Very, very impressive so far.
Is this girls or boys?
This is the guys.
Wow.
The guys.
They've never had a month of November with a winning record.
That's
That's
crazy.
an accomplishment.
That's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Cause you just kind of figure you can stack your schedule to where
Right. You can put all the people up.
right. I can play some D2s or some NAIs and get the dub. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
But don't cook them in the FCS, right? Yeah.
Yes. Another good story. Another kid, Sterling Hammond, Virginia Union DB. He's been named Virginia Player of the Year. He's gonna be invited to. Again, he's playing in all the NFL All-Star games.
Yep.
Will be invited to the combine. The kid, he ended the season. He had 70 tackles, 5 interceptions, and he scored a touchdown on a block punt. He's one of these kids. He's a 6-foot corner.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's always looking for big cornerbacks.
They are.
So, it's going to fit in real good. Got to give a shout out to Grambling Glades. They will be back here to defend their Celebration Bowl crown.
Playing at A&T.
Playing North Carolina A&T, Aggie Pride. We need all HBCU. We don't care what HBCU you went to.
Where is Chris Estes?
Chris Estes is right here talking crazy.
You know he went to A&T.
Yeah, Chris
Oh,
Estes.
yeah. Oh, he gonna party that week.
Chris Estes, shout out Chris. He came to boot camp one day. We hadn't seen him since. While he's cracking on my glasses and everything. That's fine, SD. I bet you won't come back to boot camp.
Wow.
Now.
Why you doing like that, man?
Because I'm petty.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
I am.
Don't mess with Estes.
Well, yeah, because going into 2018, I would not be petty anymore. I'm shedding it because.
Here we go with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand, but
Really?
I'm just saying. What you
Okay.
Keep going with
Okay.
that.
SIAC basketball players of the week include Tyrus Walker of Morehouse. He dropped 35 on somebody earlier this week. Destiny Russell from Central State. That's back-to-back weeks for her. Newcomer of the week, Chris Scott again at Central State. That's 2 weeks in a row for him. And Takara Gilbert, 2 weeks in a row for her. Central State. So they balling.
Hey, man. It's balling out there, yo.
Yeah, they happy.
Hey, did you see the trophy that they give for the SWAC champion?
I did see the
That's
trophy.
the biggest damn trophy I've ever seen.
That is
You
a
can't
very
even lift
big
up
trophy.
your head.
I'm trying to figure out who going. Did they have a wheelbarrow that
They had
thing
to.
out there?
I mean, I understand you want to be big, but
Right.
at least let the coach be able to do this with it.
Right.
You got to
right.
rub. You got to rub that.
Had a bunch of guys like they had to kind of
rub that trophy. Jesus. I mean, I get what you're trying to do, but cut somebody in half, man.
So again, I want all HBCU attendees, and even if you didn't attend, if you partied at HBCU, if you went to an HBCU
I
homecoming,
partied at them.
there you go. So you need to get tickets to Celebration Bowl.
I just hit that Capitol Luau. And that fam
Oh,
homecoming.
wow.
On that note, we'll be right back because it's almost time.
Yeah, time for a little wisdom when we come
Let's
back.
get it.
Stay with us. Did they try to charge you for real?
Well,
Where? Up top?
I left. All I say, if I go out there and I got a boot on my car, I'm a boot buddy.
Because I just got Prime on. He about to call the owner now.
I'm out
Oh,
there boot
yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
He's
Prime.
funny.
But who
But we
did
had a
that?
guest coming
But who
in.
charging?
They put up some little poles last week.
So
and
you
when we
can't
got
get
ready to
in. You
leave,
can't
I had to
come in.
move the pole.
But who doing that?
They said it's someplace down in the bag that it's like clubbish or whatever. And they
I'm about to hit him with it
said,
because they trying to.
Did you come out? Didn't I move the pole before you
Yeah,
came out
yeah,
there?
I remember.
I moved that pole. I said, dude, and then drove off and then moved it back. I was like, sir,
I did it too
you
last time.
can't have all the parking spots. There's people that work in this building.
Prime
This is
just
like a
said-
place of business.
I just said that the people at that club trying to act up.
Well, where's the club?
It's back here somewhere.
It's not even
It's not
in this
even
building.
close.
It's another building back in the back. But how you got the whole parking lot? But this
Right.
parking lot says that you can't park here unless you're doing business over here
Keep
anyway.
charging people to park in this.
What they trying to charge the pole?
Because they trying to be like, they think
They
that.
probably don't even know.
Don't worry. I ain't even ad buddy. I said, look at man. I'm not paying. I'm finna go work in the radio station. But I need to go talk to my boss because if you come out here and get booted, I said, bruh, I'm finna go ahead and work. I'll come out here and I got a boot on my car.
Oh yeah, we going ham.
But I'm talking about I'm a buddy.
So he went to go, he was like, you're wasting my time. I could have been there and got back. So he said he left, he went to go get his boss, and me and Daddy walked in the building.
It's crazy.
He got
You know what? I saw those blue flames up there.
I moved them motherfuckers.
I thought what you call was doing. I thought it was
the restaurant. Somebody.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You need to put them past the first four spots or something. 5 spots.
First seats.
It should be down at the bottom down there. It shouldn't even be
Oh
right
Lord,
there.
Shanae. Y'all not rising up tomorrow, Shanae. Saints gonna beat y'all by 14.
30
Oh, my bad.
Why you doing that, man?
You about to get cut off from
My bad,
everybody.
Shanae.
You know these folks don't like the Saints.
You like the Saints?
No.
You know my teacher.
No, I don't like
No,
the
he
Saints.
like Cowboys.
I don't rock with the Saints. But they gonna beat the Falcons tomorrow.
Anybody can beat the Falcons.
Really?
My niece said, "Bang! Oh, my bad, Shanae giving me the frown."
You already know.
Coming back.
You know the Benzo belongs
All
to
the way
Shanae.
from the top.
Yeah, I forgot.
Look at that.
Well, you know what time it is. A little after 5, after 9 on the East Coast. It's that time, man. Wendy, give me your wisdom today.
Man, what's going on? So, in this time of
Before you keep
recruiting-
going, this segment is up for sale, so it'd be great to say Wendy Wisdom brought to you by. But anyway, keep
yeah,
it.
for sure. For
Sponsor this
sure.
segment.
Sponsor this segment, people.
Sponsor this.
Sponsor this
Sponsor
segment.
me. Who wants to sponsor
She
me?
need the oil change.
Please.
We can do oil change. Go ahead, Wendy. I'm sorry. I just want to put
I
that
even
out.
wear your shirt for you. So, I want to talk in this day of recruiting, and this is what I'm getting a lot of questions about for people who are not being highly recruited right now.
Yes.
Hey, how do I email a coach, get their attention, and what do I say? So guess what? I got some information.
Uh-oh. Please help the people out,
Let me
Wendy.
tell you, first of all, make sure that you have a well-written subject line. Subject line can't just say, interested in your program.
Recruit me.
Recruit me.
I got next.
Right. Include a snapshot of who you are. So, make it unique. Maybe put your name there. Put your class, class of 2018 right now. Put your position, your height, your weight, and maybe put a special award that you may have received, like, region, first team, all region or something, or some bowl game that is popular. Don't put a BS bowl game on there because they know. But maybe put some special award or accolade you've been able to receive in that sport, in that line. Make it short, okay? But make it unique. And if the school is academically competitive and you have the scores, add that information in the tagline too. Put your score and GPA in that tagline because that'll catch somebody's eye. If they know you are already qualified, they'll at least look at it, open it up and say, hey, he qualified to be here anyway.
Right.
Okay? That's one thing. Number 2, research. Research what drives their recruiting. Where are they recruiting their kids from? If you're in that area, make sure that they know that in that town. Put Atlanta area in there. Put, APS. Put, Fulton County. If you see that they got kids on their roster from that area, Marietta, Cobb County, put that information on there. Because a lot of times they keep coming back to the same areas because they realize that they're producing a certain type of kid for them. And so if you can go ahead and put that in that tagline, put that information there. Also, you can get all this information off their roster. This is public knowledge. They list where every kid on their roster is from.
Right.
So you can't tell me you don't know where they're recruiting kids from. Don't call me and ask me, hey, where are they getting their kids from? Look on the roster. Another thing, use your professional email address. And by professional, what I mean is use one that has your first and your last name or your first initial and your last name. Don't use all this red dog, number 2.
Drop it like it's hot.
Don't do that for these emails. If you don't have one now, there are so many free email resources. Create you a new one and make that your recruiting one. Okay, just plain out simple. Make that your recruiting one and just only check that for that purpose.
Right.
Okay. Last thing is not last thing. Include your video. Make sure you include your video in the email. You may even want to tell them, especially like if you're like maybe a soccer player or something like that, that you're including a highlight video in there. Because for those people, the recruitment looks a little different. Okay. If you're planning to visit the campus, let them know so they sense the urgency and opening your email. So what you can say is, so-and-so, class of 2018, visit to your campus on blank. that means they want to open your email now because they know at least that you're coming to that campus, and so you're showing a little more interest because you're showing up in a month.
Right.
Look like I got to go to break.
No, you better go
I got
back.
some more though.
You gonna be back.
We gonna bring it back.
Hey man, the black fist went up.
Right.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
No, you didn't. Say the black is.
That's what it did. When you do this, I just don't want to do this.
Gosh.
Y'all went where?
We went to get the drink. So,
It's gonna be
God
cool.
damn.
Oh my God.
Where?
I want to eat.
Get up.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have this?
Well, now you need to pick it up, and now you're gonna have to clean up. All right, pick it up. And clean
And
it up.
Daddy took the napkins out the bag. I had like that.
Where the napkins?
He took them out the bag.
Okay, where the
Thanks.
napkins?
Ma'am,
Extra, man.
can you give me sour cream?
Hey man, well, Irish man, you know we don't play around, man. You know we don't play around, baby. We gotta get this knowledge, man. We gotta get these children in school, man. Everybody gotta go to school,
You got goals around this thing.
man. We gotta have it, y'all. Listen,
Hey, my
we
child.
not playing with
So
everybody.
this cat trying to make some extra money on the side
Who that?
of a free parking lot that he has no ownership over.
Right, like what they do?
You really upset about this now. You like, hold on.
Because
Because if I go outside, there's a Budo in there. I call, we about to go ham. That's the other part.
I never, I was wondering who be putting that up there. I thought it was construction at first.
No, I thought Patchwork was doing it.
Yeah.
I thought
Well,
Patchwork
no,
Jr. was
I
doing
knew
it.
it was Patrick, but I thought it was the restaurant or the construction.
It's the club.
It's a
That's
club
crazy.
back
See
there.
your child pushing 240. Pushing 245.
30 seconds.
It's
I
270.
saw it.
It's 270.
I saw it when you showed it to me.
Cocannon, would you please stop Cocannon? Stop.
20 seconds.
Read
Is he
it.
acting up?
Yeah, read that.
The crush.
Read that.
One moment.
Coach Cannon, don't act like that.
Coming back.
Don't act like that.
Thank you. Coming back.
Boy, she listen, boy. She be listening well. Hey, man, we're
Look
back.
at her.
Before we get back to it, a little bit some more wisdom right now. We got a phone call, Mace.
Hey, Carla, what your question on?
Yeah. Hey.
Congratulations to the mayor-elect.
Everybody question, boy, Keisha Lance Bottles made Wendy Williams today.
What?
Yeah.
Mayor-elect doing what she do. She doing it, Mace. She doing it, cuz.
Hey, man, Doug High, baby. We own it, man.
We got some feelers out there.
It feel good to have an Astro.
She went to Bunch Middle School.
Have a
Big.
Doug High Astro
Big
in the
real.
building. You
Also,
know what I'm
I
saying?
went to Bunch this week.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
that is been here, been real over there. So yeah,
Oh,
man.
yes.
Very
That's
real.
for
Very
that.
real.
Had a few of my compadres didn't want to go there too long, but hey, man, we keep it going.
They should have took him to Greenbrier. She
I
took him to
thought about it.
Greenbrier.
I'm gonna take
You should
it.
have took it to Piccadilly.
I thought about that too.
That was Keisha Lance Bottom ate before she made her final round.
And that's still the best Piccadilly in London.
It sure is.
Okay.
Boy,
Is
As
it?
y'all know.
It
the
is.
cornbread. We used to eat that every Thursday.
Well, y'all gotta come to the A, boy. We got some spots down here for you.
Yeah. We went and got them fresh pair of tennis shoes. We ate a Piccadilly.
Piccadilly. Thank you, Mike, man. Congratulations to Keisha. Mayor, I'm sorry.
Way to show love, Mike.
Way to show love, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Is she gonna go by Lance Bottoms or Bottoms?
Lance is her maiden name.
I know. So you gonna go by Bottoms?
Well, that's why Lance Bottoms is on all of her posters. So,
So I guess
she
you're gonna have to go with
by
that.
Lowe.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get the more wisdom with it. Let's go.
Oh yeah, so a couple things. Make sure you include your video. We just talked about that, but you can tell them in the subject line that you have your video, because again, we're trying to get them to open this email.
Right.
So we're trying
not,
to put
not pass by.
right, but you don't want to make it long. So if you include, you got to decide what you need to include.
Right.
Okay. Another thing is, if I just said, if you're planning to visit the campus, let them know so they know the sense of urgency in opening your email. So you may want to say, visit on blank, and then list your information. Somebody, class 2018, outside mid video and video and body, whatever. Next thing I want you to do is, hey, if you're following up with somebody, maybe you sent 1 or 2 emails, because they're not going to always answer every email. They're not going to always answer your first email. in the subject line, put that it's a follow up, because then that's telling them, hey, this person has emailed me a couple times.
Let me see.
Obviously, I haven't responded, so let me at least open up and acknowledge that I got the email. So it's okay to email them more than once. They're not going to reply the first time, and then go ahead in the subject line and say, hey, follow up email, still interested in your school, visit on blank.
Right.
And then maybe put your name, your class, and your position.
Mm.
There it is. Y'all have got to put enough information up there to make them open the email. You can't just say, I'm interested in your school. You know, hey, future recruit. That's everybody, ain't it?
That's everybody.
I love it.
Everybody.
She right.
You better make that subject line.
She right.
Make them open that email. And that's all I'm going to tell you, because it's a million people sending them an email.
All day,
B-Mac
every
sat
day.
up in here and said that.
Yeah.
It's a million emails coming through a day, and they got to sort through which ones they got really time to open, in addition to the emails that are important for them to open, because those
Right.
same emails are feeding into that same box. So make sure that yours stands out so that they open it.
Make sure you don't put, I want to come to your school. Everybody want to come to their school.
Right.
Everybody.
That ain't gonna be. That ain't gonna work
Everybody.
out
I'm not
for you
opening your
then.
email then.
Everybody only got 25
Put in there,
scholarships.
3.8 student who can do that. Oh, let me check him out.
3.8 GPA with a
1250 on the
Yeah.
SAT.
Make that your subject line.
46-inch vertical.
I'm opening your email.
okay,
Let me see if he flexes.
That's that double click. Let me double click. on that.
Let me see.
And you better have a video showing all that,
Right.
and some links showing that score and that transcript in there when they open it.
But you might be on that delete list.
So that's nothing. Anything that you talk about in that subject line, make sure you've included that information in that email, whether it's a link to your transcript or attachment to your transcript, or your highlight, whatever it is, showing that you can accomplish the things that you're telling me you do. You better put it in that dang on email.
Shanae just said Savannah State coach need to open all their emails.
Oh, okay. And on that note, Shanae.
I mean, y'all can't afford to go over Mississippi. It might be a jewel up in there, boy.
Yeah, I can't.
Shanae, you heard no.
I can't with Shanae.
Open, some of y'all coaches need to open all of them. We'll be right back.
Wow. That girl crazy.
Yeah, here's one that I don't know which other.
Man, y'all get out.
Right.
Y'all get out.
They about to put him in the car.
Just lie them back.
Mommy, my new skateboard's coming in tomorrow.
Get up, Jay.
Daddy, what is that you need to call her?
I need to call her for it. I just sent a text.
She what was in the morning,
Mom, you're not happy about my new skateboard?
Mommy, I was trying to break out. It's because when she got in the morning.
Damn it, I just got that one.
I do. If I tie it down good, we'll look good tomorrow. I might not like this
Yeah,
again.
yeah, it's fake.
Where?
Like,
I don't know. I gotta put my medicine in my.
Come on
Did I get
now.
it?
no, they're coming in this.
Alright, this is my medicine.
What's going on, y'all? Crew 101.
30 seconds.
No.
Hurry up and go outside.
I'm with y'all about to
He said,
Oh, I only want.
We got 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds.
I heard him. I've been here long enough to
Oh my gosh. Okay, 15 seconds. And I don't even get loud no more. Have y'all noticed that? I'm getting better. Coming back. Oh shit.
What, you trying to mix back there?
No.
No, that's
Y'all
it.
doing?
I don't know what she doing.
It's
man.
Vaselia.
What y'all doing?
Dang.
Oh
That was a
my
bad mix.
God.
We might have to take you out. You can't quit
It's
mixing.
not me.
We're back, man. Crew 101 on the Sensation Station Network. The Crush Sports Talks in the building. When they just dropped that wisdom on y'all, hey, it's up to y'all, man. We're going to quit dragging y'all around. We can't drag y'all to these schools.
You know, you
don't
need
put-
to horse the water, baby.
Right.
No, please
That's
don't,
it.
please don't put in your subject. Please recruit me. That ain't going to work either.
It's not.
Please listen to my demo.
We get back to them subjects, Mason. What you got for us next, man?
The simplicity of recruiting.
Mm.
Coaches don't tell you they don't like you, they just offer the kids they like. It's as simple as that. I don't think people understand how, I say this all the time. The process is simple. We all make it hard.
Definitely.
We make it hard. So, you know, if you send that email 15, 20 times, that coach ain't responded, clearly you're not his flavor. Guess what? Move on.
Move on.
Move on. How many schools giving out money?
Oh, it's me on now.
There we go.
What is
There we go. So why are you hung up
We got
on?
over 800 schools, right, with a sport.
Why are you hung up on one school that don't reply to you?
Right.
I mean, it's as simple as this.
Look, get over that. That was the school your daddy went to. Your daddy had to choose his school too.
Right.
Or his mom. Choose your
Right.
school. Choose a school that wants you.
Right.
Just because he went to Florida State don't mean Florida State gonna come after you.
Right. These are all facts.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah. When the recruiters come in the school building, they're coming to see specific kids.
Right.
If they don't come see you, that's okay.
That's fine.
And if nobody comes to see you, that's fine.
We just told you about a story about a guy from South Carolina State that about to get paid. Because he
Right.
did what he needed to do when
Right.
he went to South Carolina State.
This is why everybody has to be so proactive with this process. Like you can wait around.
You can wait.
If you want, but you will get nothing done.
Nothing.
Right.
Only 1%. We keep saying this. It's that 1% of kids who get the bins
Yeah.
full of mail.
You know what? Make sure.
Yes, sir.
I think when they got one more time, I talk to that mic over there. I'm just gonna say. Leave it
I
alone.
keep getting that.
Yeah, I said something.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
about to be some tension. She got one more time.
I didn't feel.
You didn't feel it?
I didn't feel it.
Well, you was focused though.
I
You was focused.
have that monitor right there trying to block me from what's going
You
on.
focused though.
Y'all
You
don't-
focused.
Y'all don't
She
have
got
like.
this little split
Yeah,
right
right there
Okay,
between them, man.
see, I can't-
I can see her look like.
See, I can't.
Okay, keep going, man. I didn't mean to interrupt
So,
you. I just
you
saw a
know,
little chill in the room right
But again, if you're not one of those kids who get the invites to, you know, the opening, the elite this and that,
Yeah.
again, that's fine. It's still a spot for you to play football, basketball, baseball.
I'm going back.
Just remember what your goal is.
Right.
And that is to continue playing.
He was supposed
Right.
to, he wanted to go where, Maceo? Clemson.
Yeah.
Clemson said,
his
we don't
bro-
need
his
you.
brother played at Clemson.
Right.
He just knew Clemson told him they had a spot for him. Dabo told him, hey, we got love for you. Signing day came and went, and no phone call.
No phone call.
He said he checked his phone a couple times thinking, hey, maybe I missed Dabo call.
He didn't get that vote.
He didn't get the call. South Carolina State say, son, listen, we like you.
We'll take you right now.
Two-time MEAC Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Invite to the NFL Combine.
Yeah.
Playing in every All-Star game imaginable.
There it is.
He found his fit.
What's your favorite phrase, Maceo?
Love who love you, baby.
Love.
It's simple. Or if your mom and daddy got that guap,
Try it.
pay.
Pay for it.
Pay
Try
for it.
it.
Go to Penn State. Go.
Your mama and your cousin too.
My mom and daddy didn't have it.
Rolling down the strip on.
Mm.
We'll be right back. And quit giving in Wendy that look.
Oh, I thought you wanted to say something else.
Katie.
Cause I'm trying to make sure it sound right. She kicking my butt.
Somebody that fast say they want to sponsor. I said, let me send you this package then. He said, I'll sponsor Window. Okay. I'll sponsor.
Don't be saying that though and don't do it.
All the way up.
What's up?
Nothing.
How to crossover? Still tight.
Yeah. What type of watch is that?
To the Victor.
Don't know what that is.
I think it's a Jason Taylor one too.
You have a 7 plus? A 7?
Makes you rich.
I don't have
Yeah.
spell though.
You see Fred? You see Fred Khalil at?
I see that fool. I'm not.
Who is it now? Cannon again?
Huh?
Who acting up now?
Nah, it's Fred Khalil.
Oh.
2 7 plus and 6x.
30 seconds. Oh my gosh.
I don't have too much of a spell.
That's what really cool.
We done got like every except that one.
Oh, how she feeling?
She's cool with it. She
Okay,
wants
who
she's
moved
waiting on
you
spell.
think?
You know how spelling is, man.
We got.
It's still early.
Yeah, it's
Coming back.
They gonna take their time.
Wingate say we come for free. UNC.
Coming back.
World, we come for free.
All the money out there. She won't spell.
She won't spend.
Most families don't that money.
They don't play.
They never do.
They stingy. Hey, you know it.
Ballin'.
Man, they made this song.
Yeah, that was a hit right here. That was a hit.
They made this song right here. They made this song.
It was a hit.
Yeah, hey,
Without
we
a
back,
doubt.
man. We dropping jewels today, man. You know, make sure say we're gonna preach.
Yeah, we going to
We
church,
had to
man. We
preach
going to
it on
church.
because
Man. We
it's-
going to church.
When is early signing period?
December 20.
Yes.
December 20, man.
Yes.
December 20.
Pulpit.
First year of this, so we're gonna see
Yes.
how what happens.
Yes.
I'm ready. You know what? I'm actually looking to see not what happened on the 20th, what happened afterwards. How
Right.
schools react after it's
I
done.
am too.
To
I'm
see what
actually
they
more
do.
interested in that. What's the fallout after the 20th?
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting because we're not used to this. You know, usually we everybody wait for February.
Brand new.
I got a feeling we're gonna see some schools that may not have had interest in certain people.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden show up and be like, hey,
Oh, yeah, yeah, they-
you know we like you. You know
You still free?
And the funny part about that, with these coaching changes, these
Yes.
coaching changes change the
Oh,
dynamic
man.
because
Well, I think that's part of it too. I think some kids may hold off. just
Right,
because of
right,
that,
right,
Because if your
right.
coach is not in place,
Right.
I don't know yet. Let me think about this.
and what's been crazy, you think about Oregon was
Yeah.
on the way to having a top 10 recruiting class.
Not a coach gone.
Willie Taggart leaves and they're losing the kids. They had maybe 10 or 12 kids who were committed.
Yeah.
They've all opened back up their recruiting.
Yeah.
They don't know if Oregon is the place for them now. And you don't know who's coming in as the coach.
Exactly. In basketball, laughing like rookies. We do this all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. This is
Basketball,
what we
we've
do.
been doing this. Y'all rookies, man. We've been doing this. What you got for us, Mace?
Our next topic. This is actually a mailbox question for Wendy. This came yesterday, and we can openly discuss it. Parent wants to know: is it better to take a scholarship to a D2 than to take the preferred walk-on offer to a D1 FBS school?
You can cut out Mike so I can win anybody to go out.
Bird in the hand versus two in the bush.
This is too.
So funny thing is, like when you sent me the topics for today, y'all, I had a couple players in the room, man. So I just asked them the question. They were like, "We want D2, ain't we?" So it was just funny that was the mindset. So what I thought at that moment was, I've taught you all well.
Right.
Let me tell you something. Some money is better than no money.
No money. No money.
Because
No
at
money.
this point, with a preferred walk-on, there are no guarantees. That's saying, hey, we like you, but we like you enough for you to pay for it.
Right.
Please understand that that's what it's saying. It's saying we like you enough to keep our money and give it to somebody else.
Right.
But we like you enough for you to come here
We-
and for you to pay for it.
We don't have no money for you yet, but we want to bring you in before everybody else do.
And we going to work on it.
Working on a few
We
things.
going
Right.
to come here and we want you to come here and play a little bit.
One just
We
look.
And
had
let's
seen
see.
enough.
Yeah,
Let's see
We ain't seen enough.
if we willing to give up this money for you.
So come in and let's see if you can compete. And then maybe we got a book voucher.
we
for
need
you.
one more
Yet
booster to
still-
compete. One more booster.
One or two.
Yeah, maybe two. Maybe two.
But then, on the other hand, you got some money.
Got it.
Now, I don't know. I'm trying to remember that question. Was that full money?
Yeah.
Baby, let me tell you something.
The offer on the table.
That's not even a question, because let me tell you something. If D2 is where your money is coming from, that's probably where you're able to play best.
Right. And
Don't get in over your head trying to go be a preferred walk-on at an FBS school. That's just a term they use to get you there and get you to pay. And look, the walk-ons, I honestly, a lot of times, are they GPA people. Y'all, please understand how this thing work.
You understand
Boy.
that the word still, the big word is walk on. You
right.
put preferred.
Right. Preferred
beautiful.
means you don't have to walk on with the other walk-ons.
Yeah, but you
We're
still-
gonna bring you in
Preferred-
with
right.
the scholarship guys.
Preferred walk-on don't mean you show up to campus and walk up to my coach, I want to try.
Right.
Yeah. We're gonna bring you in with the guys, cause you preferred, but I still don't have the money.
But the phrase
Let me tell
still
you
is walk on.
One, I'm a little upset that a parent is asking it. Man, this is money on the table.
Money.
Because the whole idea right now, parents, and please hear me when we say this. We said this plenty of times. I've heard Glaze say it. I heard Maceo say it. The whole idea here is to get a free education.
Get the
At
education.
the end of the day, it's a
There
free
would-
education.
there would
And right
benefits
now, what
that-
you telling me is you willing to give up a free education to go out here and pay some money. And I bet you this FBS may be out of town. So now you paying out of state fees. Man, that's crazy.
So you telling me you rather go behind the door with the nice Christmas wrapping instead of behind the door with the money sitting behind it?
Man.
Better take you and get that money, man.
You out here shooting crap.
And open. We'll be right back.
Or like they said, playing Monopoly with no board.
Like Benny say, man, what's the goal?
What's the goal,
Benny
man?
said they missed it. I like the fella. So we called 8 kids in the bathroom playing Monopoly. They didn't have a board though.
Ain't that crap?
Yeah, that's craps.
I'm like,
Right.
they ain't shooting dice. He's
Yeah.
talking about they ain't had a board. They ain't had a board.
They had backbone in the background playing.
Coach. It was so funny. I was like, Coach was like, that was a nice way of putting that.
You try to mix it in?
Bring that back.
I messed that up.
I know, it was all
You can't bring that number. You can't bring that point back.
Right.
I would decide.
I said, did you tell them if they roll doubles 3 times, they got to go straight to jail? Because that's how that thing works.
I would decide bet king. I won't pick it up no dice. Pass, no pass.
Bowling.
Pick up my money, make my quick $25 on the side.
Man.
Meal money for the week. Good.
Hey,
Good.
Cam,
They don't in the
you know in a
bathroom.
few weeks we're gonna meet the new coach of the Dream, right? I know. You gotta meet her.
You better. That's your spot. You got to still be able to get back though.
You gotta,
She missing cool.
we know. We gonna know that, but we gotta get you to meet the new one.
She's Cameron said she like preferential treatment.
Yeah.
Yes, we covering the
You
celebration
can
bowl.
charm. You can charm
We will be there.
anybody.
Once they see you, Cam, it's over.
She charm
30
everybody.
Coach Cannon. That's why you my guy, man. You have so much wisdom. I wish we could get you to come sit in this chair.
Man, whatever,
He won't
Cannon.
do nothing.
Tell Cannon to
He
log
won't do
off.
nothing.
I'm tired of hearing from Cannon. He act like it's far. When them come up here every week. Don't want to hear Cannon.
Look at it. Look at it. Well, yeah, talking about he got some
15 seconds.
he got some inside information.
Mommy, he is 3.7 plus and a 6S. You be getting BOGO
Coming back.
deals?
Get your mouth out of my jacket.
He say he got that inside information on him.
Bye, Ken.
Back.
Don't start that mess today. I think I had a concussion.
Woo, hey, we're back. Hey, what phrase? His son? What son?
His son just played for the championship last week at Palmetto Prep.
That's right. He at Palmetto Prep. That's
Palmetto
right.
Prep.
That's
Yes, he is.
right.
Yes, he is. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Glad he's still playing, man. You know, he was 6'6", 6'7",
Yep.
doing his thing.
Yep. He's doing what he got to do to get on up in
He
there.
with the prep though. He's
Yeah.
still doing what he do to play this game, man. And y'all out there playing with this money to about D2 preferred walk on. Ain't no question.
Right.
Full ride, man.
Hey.
Full
Hey.
ride. What you got for us, Mace?
Hey. Wendy talks about this all the time with all these coaching changes. Are you truly committed to the school or to the coach? With all the decommitments that are going on right now, a lot of people kind of like, hold up, let me see the landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, people are choosing the coach over the school, Wendy.
Yep. That I honestly, that's what it looks like
That's
right
what
now.
that's what it looks like.
And because people are bailing pretty fast and doing their decommits pretty fast
Yeah.
because of coaching changes. I mean, again, I just encourage everyone when they're going through this process to make sure that they ask all the right questions, because even though you get there, the coach may still leave.
Right.
So I mean, like right now, you have some insider information on who may be coming, going, and all that stuff. But like, truthfully, they may leave next year, so you may
Right.
get 1 year out of your
Right.
coach.
Right.
And so making sure that there's some place that you can be with or without that coach
Mhm.
at the end of the day.
Yeah. And I
And it is a hard decision. I want to
Right.
say that it's a hard
Right.
decision because a lot of times you get attached to the coach because of like plays that their playing style, what they run, things like that. You get that's what you go there for. But at the end of the day, the shakeup in college is real every year.
Big business.
In every sport. Please understand that in every sport.
Big business. Big business. And it's just funny because it's the relationship with the coach that draws you to the school. We understand that. Please believe me, we understand that. But a lot of times, even if that coach is there for 2 years, say he leaves, You're there. Are you gonna pack up and leave because he left? Because he left? You're not. You have to really think about. Anything happens, will I still be here?
Correct.
And I don't get it, Glaze.
It's tough now, Mason.
It's tough.
We know now. Coaches are stars now. They are bigger superstars than some people now. You know, they get paid like superstars.
Man, Jimbo got $75 million
to go 10 years. 75
yes, they had the
million.
marching band on the tarmac.
Right, so you
when
see
he landed.
When Nick Saban first came to Alabama, 92,000 came to see a spring football game.
Yes.
These are superstars now.
Yes.
So the kids, I always think when they first come, they are, unfortunately, more coming for the coaches than they are the school.
Right.
What you hope, though, once they get a love for the school, 2 years, 3 years down the road, because we are seeing that now with our guy, Nigel. I don't think he's leaving Tennessee.
No.
He's a Tennessee guy now.
It was in the blood.
Yeah, so he's a Tennessee guy. And you have those out there. I just think now with the coaches being as big as stars, they are a story every day about a coach.
Every day.
And you know, Willie Taggart, let's be real, he's an African American coach in Oregon. So some of them coaches, players want to go, and they was at Nike. So they were like, oh, let's go play for Coach.
Right.
Well, he going to FSU now? Well, it's down there. Maybe he'll come get us from up there. It's a different animal now. It's not like we used to. We'd be like, man, I'm going to Marv Brown or certain school. Now it's, I'm going to play for Nick Saban.
It's joy. And you can see it in a lot of kids. Some kids just love the school.
Right.
Just regardless. Okay, I don't care who the coach at South Carolina.
Right.
I'm going to South. I'm going to be a Gamecock. I'm just going to be a Gamecock. You know, I like the Cowbells. I'm going to Mississippi State.
Right.
I love the Black College experience. I'm going to Howard or Hampton.
Yeah.
Right.
But for the most part, we do understand that it is the coach that draws you initially to the school. The recruiting coordinator, it's whatever. And you know, once you take your visit, but like it be so much smoke. Best believe when you hear these rumors, something going on. Yep. Something is going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we saw where, you know, it was a lot of stuff in the water that Gus Malzahn was leaving, going to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Clearly he used it for leverage because he got a new deal.
Nice deal.
He got a very nice deal at Auburn. So now if you're a kid,
you almost have to
you at least you know Gus Malzahn going to be there for at least 2 years.
Yeah. And like you looking at it now, I always wonder, because we had a kid that's committed to Louisville. What if Petrino would have left?
Right. His name was coming up.
Yeah. What was going to happen?
Right.
Are you going to leave with him? Are you going to stay? And unfortunately, you hope the kids understand that, like we say every week, Wendy and I and yourself say all week, yo, coaches leave like it. They don't have no penalty when they leave.
No.
They get to go when they get to go.
The penalty is I still get paid.
Right. So they don't have no penalty when they leave.
I get a raise actually when I leave.
If I'm leaving, I'm getting paid.
I'm getting a raise.
So,
or if I get fired, I'm getting
a $10 million buyout.
$10 million buyout.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
I'm Gucci out here.
That is crazy. You get fired, you get paid $10 million.
Transfer you want to. We're gonna talk about transfer in a little bit.
We'll be right back.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Good luck.
You gotta go all the way
all to the bottom floor.
You gotta go.
It's a decision you have to make now.
I've been sitting. I said, "Show up sometime. I gotta pee. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom." He was like, "For real?" I'm like, "No, I gotta go."
All the way to the bottom.
All the way to the
and
bottom.
I want to drink some water.
Yeah, when you pass the door,
you
just
need
go down one more
use
flight.
it then first.
All the way to the bottom.
Go you guys.
Oh yeah, they doing no, they leveraging for real. Believe it.
And they get nasty contracts.
Hey, is that vibrating on though? Something going on. I keep hearing that like vibrating.
What are you looking for?
Anything about that vibrating?
No.
phone.
It's probably my phone.
I took all these things over because they ain't got nothing but what's
I think like that plug, like it be shaking or something.
Check it out. I know she got her phone loud back. She had a lot of Android phone everywhere.
Anyway, it wasn't vibrating like that. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then don't you still have your work phone? 5 phones.
Didn't I just do this one?
You know I kind of slid that second. You see the second video, man, with us and Sharon?
Oh, so you finally got it?
Yes, I slid it out there. It's already creeping up. Leverage, man. You know she hot right now in the street, boy.
Oh, so they did finally get it. Okay.
They misspelled my name. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it shit go. Do your daddy get mad when you don't put a junior behind your name? I always wonder if you see regular Maceo Hurd with you, is he cool with that?
Man, you put Junior on there.
Because there's one Maceo Hurd, and then there's a Junior.
Coach, I started to tell her that. But she got on khakis, Coach. She got on khakis. She got on game pants.
20 seconds.
Oh, that thing that jumped like that? Operator?
Coming back. You can talk.
Not just let it come in. I mean, you miss Charlotte Lowe. That's what you missing. You done had a couple of them in there. Just we're back, man. Recruiting 101.
Charlotte Lowe came over my shuffle one day. Boy, I like to wreck the car. I was going crazy going down Camp Creek Parkway.
Charlotte Lowe. You riding the Camp Creek? Oh yeah, man.
Well, especially it must be two sides. I was swerving by then. Yeah.
We back, man. Recruiting 101. What you got for us, Mace?
So Glazy, Ole Miss quarterback Shea Patterson
shit.
has filled out his permission to contact form. If he transfers per his release, he cannot transfer to an SEC school or a team Ole Miss plays in the next 2 seasons.
Wow.
Utterly ridiculous in my opinion.
Wow.
Utterly ridiculous.
I hate that rule. We just talk about coaches going where they want to go.
Right.
But this kid can't go basically about 15, 16 schools.
You scratch off all of it. What if he went to Mississippi State?
I know. Family could come see him.
Right.
Now he got to travel further because your pettiness.
Yeah.
They want him to go, even though you got on probation.
Yeah. he already has a trip scheduled to Michigan.
Okay.
Michigan is one of the schools that's on this list. You know, he hurt his knee this past season. Add that to the probation.
Yeah.
And the thing about, and we're going to get to Ole Miss probation in a little bit, he's eligible to play immediately because Ole Miss is on probation.
Right.
So, I don't like this rule.
I hate the rule. I think it's. I
don't like this rule at all.
They're trying to say we're trying to prevent a lot of transfer, but Mason, how many coaching changes have we seen this year?
Right. And if he transfer into the conference, so what?
Beat them.
Right.
Don't be mad. I mean, literally, that's what, 16 teams in the SEC. That's 15 schools he can't go to.
Right.
I mean, it's 14 or 16.
It's 14.
So 13 schools he can't go to.
13 schools he can't attend.
You know, he played about 3 non-conference games every year. So that's what, 16. That's 19 schools he can't see.
Right.
Go to. That's crazy.
This is terrible. It's a terrible job by the NCAA.
They really need to look at this rule. You can't give him that much power. I understand a few schools, but 16 schools or 19 schools he can't go to because the coach petty don't want to see him.
But every school kind of sets this up. You pretty much have your stipulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you transfer, but part of the release is
this
you can't go to these schools.
Yeah. You know who the king of that though? The king of petty?
Who that?
Nick Saban.
Nick Saban, yeah.
He the first one that started. Oh, kid could go to like 80 schools before he finished with you.
Right.
He ended up going to a school way up north. Luckily, he still can go to the ACC, Big 10, some Big 12 schools. They still available to him. But I know he probably wants. If I play in the SEC though, I know how that blood is and how
right.
I want to stay there, man.
I want to stay where everybody says it's the best football.
Play there.
Right.
I want to play there. Don't be mad because you on probation.
But you know the good thing about with this kid, if he was a highly recruited kid,
right.
Now he's coming off a knee injury.
Yeah.
But he's played some very good football in the SEC, so schools will want his services.
Yeah. And he's mature. He's been through the fire. He'll get a job. But I just think it's
like hopefully he won't wear an ugly number again when he goes to his next school. Yeah. I'm not a fan of quarterbacks wearing numbers up in the 20s. I think that's utterly ridiculous.
But you know they do it a lot. Didn't another quarterback Ole Miss do that not too long ago? Oh, this is the one I'm thinking.
But Jared Lorenzen did it at Kentucky.
He sure did.
22 at Kentucky.
22.
That's freaking ridiculous.
I guess it's losing. You know, sorry, Kentucky, Ole Miss. Programs that don't win that much, they have quarterbacks winning those numbers.
Man. But again, the NCAA, they need to do something about this.
You can't continue.
They got to do something about
to
this.
Penalize. It's like a school telling a coach, you can coach anywhere except for these schools.
Right. You can't take a job. You can't take another job in the SEC.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can go to wherever you want.
Right.
But not in the SEC.
You can't do that.
That's ridiculous.
Right. You already then if you go lateral since it's in the D1, you got to sit out.
Yeah.
So you get hit twice.
Yeah. Like I say, lucky for him, he won't have to because Ole Miss
the probation,
is on probation.
Right.
But the crazy part about it, like Dan Mullen went from the SEC West, now in the SEC East.
What would you think if the guy that we think it may lead Georgia, the quarterback? Do you think Kirby would be petty enough to tell him he can't go to certain schools?
Yeah.
He gonna probably put a list of schools.
Yeah.
We all think he going to one school.
Yeah, I definitely think Kirby won't let him transfer into the inside the SEC.
I think he'll put a list of schools too. He won't tell them. That'd be interesting.
But I think the NCAA has to step in on it because at the end of the day, it's the kids. Kids the reason the coaches are getting the money.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
And come on.
It is the bogus rule I've ever heard. I hate it. I don't think you should give him that power.
Right.
If the kid ain't playing, and if he ain't doing something or something in the program that happened, like you going on probation and the kid can't do things, why are you holding him back?
Like I say, Jimbo going to get $75 million.
75.
Francois is doing rehab.
Rehab. You're going to have a new coach when he gets out of rehab. We'll be right back.
Oh, you going to play my song going to the break?
Yeah. Air Max.
Dope Boy 95 Air Max song. Fred Khalil tripping.
Oh, Fred.
He gonna sponsor Wendy.
Well, my man, Fred Khalil. When basketball season start? When the first game?
We already had it.
Y'all have?
Yeah, we got bus sport.
No, that's not a real season.
When
That's
the
like
real
our
when the
league.
real season start?
Oh, I don't know. They first practice in the week.
When?
Wednesday. Jay, get ready.
You throwing stuff away? Open the trash can, I'm shoot it.
No, ma'am.
I'm gonna make it.
No, ma'am.
I really
I pass. You either gonna give it to me now. Hurry up before they go back on air. Stop.
am.
He ain't going out there. He a Florida boy. He like Florida State. He ain't going out there with Jumbo.
Mm-mm.
He gonna stay right there at
That would definitely be a backtrack for
FSU.
you. No, stay where you at, boy.
Bro, I need to be doing my
What kind of homework you got? I'm glad you stuck with school. You had a great plan this summer though.
Yeah, it was
You wasn't
awesome.
going to school.
I'm glad you're back in.
I'm getting a new skateboard tomorrow.
That's all you worry about, huh?
My skateboard, but it comes in tomorrow.
Well, is it one of those? It's a real skateboard or one of those? What's that little thing?
The little boogie board.
The boogie board.
Um,
You getting a real skateboard?
you know, when you tricks with.
30 seconds.
You know how to do tricks. They gonna be interesting. I want to see what kind of I kind of saw what Taggart ran down there. We'll see. Boom, boom.
First of all, I made it down there fine. I thought I was gonna run back up the steps.
Oh, no.
That extra step.
That extra step is terrible.
And that one step, that's kind of short.
That's messed up.
Now it's deeper than
It's too
that.
deep.
Coming back.
I was like, y'all play too much.
Hey. We're going to that Crush recap brought to you by
Blunt power.
with Blunt Power 3 spray lasts for days. You can find out more about
Blunt power.
by going to their website, bluntpower.com, or going to their Facebook and Twitter page at Blunt Power. Yeah, that's here. Our voice is back.
The OG is
You know what it is
OG
with this.
You know what it is.
Killer Cam's in the building. She doing her thing. We just recap, man. Great show, Mace Show. Great show, Wendy.
Yes.
We tried to. We preached a little bit.
That's what I came back for.
That's how long you were gone.
That's what I ran up the stairs for. Y'all should say I ran up and had to take a break.
Look, and why? What I told you when I left.
Don't say it. I knew it was coming.
I'm not saying a word.
All right, Mace Show. Go ahead, man.
So we're gonna end with a couple of stories real quick. Ole Miss, They get the following penalties for their recruiting violations: 2-year bowl ban, 4 years probation. They lose 13 scholarships, and they get fined $179,000. But the good thing about it, if Ole Miss players want to transfer, they can without penalty.
Yes.
What do you think? You like that? It's fair?
Yeah, because they already served 1 year.
Right. It's fair, Glaze?
Yeah. Except for that one thing we just talked about.
Yeah.
What's your thought about the coaches putting those restrictions on players?
Players that transfer.
You can't go to
You can't
19
go to
schools.
They
these-
trying to do that from there?
But they did it for Shea Patterson.
The quarterback.
Oh,
Quarterback.
They did do that from
Yeah.
quarterback.
19 schools he can't coach.
Let me tell you something.
NCAA wrong, ain't it?
First of all, 19, it's a rule. Where they get 19 from?
Well,
What kind of we estimating?
So he can't go to no SEC school,
No SEC school.
or any school that Ole Miss play for the next 2 years.
I think the maximum number of schools they can give them on the list is 10.
Really?
We talked about that on the show.
What is 13?
I know I remember them numbers.
Jules.
See, well,
And so that's when you got to start pulling people car. Hold on.
Only
The
10 you
rule
can do.
says,
Jules.
got him.
I think it's 10
Got
that they
'em.
can put on that list. I'm going to verify.
Verify.
Okay.
But I think
Okay.
it is 10
Because they try to
that
say
put on that list.
all SEC and everybody they might
And
play.
everybody
in
they
2
play
years.
for the next 2
That
years.
seems like a lot of schools,
That's
right?
not be too many.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We get that.
That's why we gotta hear y'all.
That's why we'll get the
I
numbers
think
for
it's
you.
10.
Yeah, that's why.
But you know, every every coach named in the investigation has a NCAA blackball for a period of time.
Right.
And it's varying lengths on their things.
Yeah, they better save their money.
Save it.
Save their money.
Make sure that buyout is big enough.
Another thing hey, listen, kids, I get it. Let's stop the respect my decision tweets. It's your decision.
It's your decision.
And you control the content. Guess what? If you decommit, you don't have to make no big deal about it. Just
Why
decommit.
Why we even need to make an announcement? I mean, I guess they make an announcement so the other people the coaches following them know.
The coaches who follow listen.
I know who they.
People in the loop, they know.
You know what they know.
All the coaches when they come to school be dapping each other up. They all know each other.
Right.
And plus, that line won't stop Twitter trolls. Twitter trolls are Twitter trolls.
Yeah.
They don't respect your decision. If you say that, they're gonna be like, "Well, we're gonna really go at you now, bro."
Because the kid from Stockbridge to DN,
Yeah.
he decommitted from Ohio State today, and there was a bunch of people.
Ohio
on
State fan that's mad.
Yeah, you can't stop
they
it.
staying serious. They travel well. And
You
everything.
you won't fit. You didn't fit in no
Yeah.
way. You this,
Yeah.
you that, whatever. But you know, kids,
They
listen,
gonna
we know it's your decision.
There's some grown people with no lives, man.
Yeah, we respect it. We respect it. Reminder for 2019 and 2020 kids: get your plenty of rest. Start getting in shape for these college camps. Hit the circuit.
Get your second sport.
Get your second sport, but start mapping that stuff out now.
Yeah.
Start mapping it out now.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Right now, technically, college coaches really aren't seeing.
Right, they wrapping up 2018.
They looking at 2018, and they
Right.
may ask us for the entire profile
Right,
sheet,
right,
so that they
right.
just kind of know, and so they can plan accordingly. Well, maybe they can go back and look at film.
Right.
But just make sure you got all your ducks in a row. You should have taken an SAT or ACT by now as an 11th grader, just because, again, we need to know, you need to know, your parents need to know, and be prepared to put you in an SAT or ACT prep
Right.
session if that's what you need. So go ahead and get one of those on the book. Don't be like these other kids and wait. Another thing is, go ahead and register for that NCAA Eligibility Center.
Get it.
It is $80. You can get it waived if you received a fee waiver for your ACT or SAT. You just
A lot of
need
y'all
to
out here with
ask
that. A
for
lot of
it.
y'all out here with that.
Mhm.
But a lot of y'all, like I got kids. I'm going on official. Really,
It's just official in their mind.
it is officially in their mind.
Right.
Because what you cannot do is go on an official until you've either paid that money or that fee has been waived and there's a transcript uploaded in that center.
They're not showing you
Y'all,
that kind of love.
y'all can't just up and just go places.
Yeah,
they
don't worry
need
about
that number.
Yeah. And you know, parents, kids, start looking at the websites. Start going to school and find out when the camps are.
For sure.
Go get you some one-day camps. Saying, listen, I'm just telling you, you want to go to a camp that's going to be evaluated by people who are giving out the money.
Right.
You know,
Which are usually the ones on college campuses.
Right, you know,
Usually.
the other camps, they nice. I mean, I get it.
I
You know,
get it.
competition point, but it's no decision makers out there. So, I mean, just a word to the wise. Just a word to the wise.
That's a word.
You know, that's what I would do.
Yeah, for sure.
Me personally.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Instead of getting 5 reps, because it's 7,000 DBs at this one camp.
Yeah.
and I'm only getting a cotton t-shirt, not even a dry fit t-shirt.
Yeah.
And again, make sure they know that you're gonna be at the camp. Go ahead and send your tape. Hey, I'm gonna be at your camp. Or that's a part of that email I just talked about, and a phone call that you can make as well.
And be honest about the camps that you're gonna attend. Like if you're a 5'7" corner,
Right.
don't sign up for
Don't sign up for the FBS
Yeah,
camp,
don't
please.
sign up
Don't
for-
sign up to go to somebody camp.
unless
That
you know you're gonna go and run a 4.2.
Right.
Unless you that
Unless
dude.
you have some other outstanding, and when I mean say outstanding, I really truly mean outstanding factor about yourself.
Right.
It's gonna make those other qualities that aren't quite there not as prominent.
Right.
It's gonna take the focus away from those.
Right. I totally dig it. Like I say, if you know you rock around with world class speed, listen, sign up for every camp.
Everyone.
Regardless of your height, weight. If you know, listen, if you run 4.2, they gonna be like, yeah.
They'll make an exception.
They gonna make an exception for you. You're gonna be that guy.
If you running 4.7,
Yeah, if you running 4.7, then you yeah, come on now.
be careful with it.
Come on. And then like I say, we all the kids who filled out the questionnaire that you run 4.2, 4.3,
We'll find out.
go prove it.
We'll find out.
Go prove it.
That's your opportunity.
If you see them with a watch in their hand, they're gonna ask you to do it.
Yeah.
Show improvement.
So on this form, you say you run 4.25.
You ready?
Hit that line.
Let's-
On the whistle. Oh, look. On
Ready?
the whistle.
Let's see it. We got a laser out here. We got everything.
It's
Carl
a-
Lewis here. Usain Bolt here.
On the whistle.
Yeah. Anytime you're ready, on your movement.
Oh, you need to stretch a little bit more? Okay.
Go fine.
We-
We got all day.
We got nowhere to go, buddy.
We got all day for your
You
4.2.
sit over there praying.
We got nowhere to go.
But if you end up running the 4.7,
We gonna scratch your name out the list.
that time will circulate
Yes.
all over the country.
All over because they talking.
What about that, sir? It wasn't 4.
Hey, ran 4.7. Yeah, I
It
seen
was
it happen to two great kids.
Yeah.
Told them don't run the 40. Oh, he
Don't
ran
do
the
it.
40 all the time. Yeah, they posted it fast too. We couldn't even do nothing about it.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mace.
Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you, Killer Cam.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Three
Happy
sprays,
birthday, Jada.
last
12th
days.
birthday. She a preteen now.
Our swimmer.
She
The,
say-
She over there has
our
some.
mermaid's birthday is
She
today.
be on
Mermaid.
Pinterest all night
Yeah.
looking for
All night.
designs.
I want y'all, if y'all got a chance to follow Wendy, watch our mermaid swim. She come off that board.
She has a
She
sachet.
gets off that
She
board.
has a sachet around her
Oh, wait a minute.
shoulder.
The fist done got circling now. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that
Wrap it
means.
up. We over time.
She said we over time.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Got the Buddha blood was.
We gone, y'all.
Thank
Appreciate
y'all.
y'all.
Appreciate it.
I'm about to pass out. No, I wouldn't go use the bathroom so I could